From that, next we head to Banjul because parliamentarians in Banjul have adopted a report by the Select Committee on Defense and Security on the alleged importation of unlicensed guns by Gaj Security Company. The adoption came along with several concerns on the management of guns, importation and licensing in the country. More of that in this report by Julden Jaisware.
Report of the Standing Committee on Defense and Security on the alleged importation of unlicensed guns into the Gambia by the proprietor of Gaj Company.
The National Assembly on Tuesday adopted the report by the Select Committee on Defense and Security on the alleged importation of unlicensed guns by the proprietor of Gaj Company in 2019. The committee was tasked to find out whether and when firearms were imported into the country was in conformity with the law. Dauda Kausu Jawara, who presented the report, said that the Inspector General of Police confirmed the issuance of license to Gaj for the importation of hunting firearms following an application process which began in June 2018.
The importation of the firearms, the IGP indicated that on the 9th of January 2019, a 20-foot container number MRKU 9627253 arriving from Turkey in the name of Gaj Security Company as consignee was, upon inspection at the Gambia Ports Authority by security agents, found to be containing 1,263 pieces of various kinds of shotguns in 252 boxes. The consignment include 900 pieces of crossfire single-barrel model BR-32 wooden foreign, 300 pieces of crossfire single-barrel model BR-33 polymer foreign, 50 pieces of crossfire pump-action BR-18, and an additional 3 pieces of crossfire magazine of Fed shotgun, 2 pieces of crossfire magazine of Fed semi-automatic, and 8 pieces of Sentitian F99T blank pistols 9mm PAK, which were not initially included in the letter from the company addressed to the IGP as well as the end-user certificate.
In January 2019, police intercepted 13 pieces of suspicious weapons in a consignment of 1,263 firearms imported by the proprietor of Gaj, Abubakar Jawara, who runs a private security company. The discovery sparked public concern, prompting the police investigation to determine whether the importation was in conformity with the license issued to the company or otherwise. According to the report, Mr. Jawara said he decided to purchase the strange weapons from Turkey when he found out that the regular types of hunting guns were not available in the market. The Committee on Defense concluded that there were administrative lapses in the implementation of the provision of the Act, making its enforcement untenable due to the absence of multidisciplinary force to run proper assessment of gun license applications.
A blanket license which does not stipulate the specification and quantity of firearms that a company is authorized to import or state the terms and conditions for the grant of the license should never be issued again by the issuing authority. B. Standard specifications of the appropriate type of hunting guns for importation should be determined by the Ministry of Interior and published in the Gazette to guide the review process in granting license for the importation of firearms. C. Henceforth, before any authorization is given for the importation of hunting guns, the specification of the hunting guns should be submitted and subjected to ballistic analysis by a competent expert or body of experts to determine whether or not the firearms fall within the category of military weapons that are deadly to human targets.
The report was greeted with mixed reactions by parliamentarians, mainly on the legality of the importation of firearms. Member for Jara East, Seni Toure, said during the debate that Gaj CEO has violated the law for not being able to differentiate the types of guns. Member for Kantora, Bileji Tunkara, told the House that the license issued to Gaj was contagious in scope because it was blank. He called for a review of the 2009 Firearms Act to to ensure proper regulative mechanism in the importation of firearms. Usman Silla, member for Banjul North, proposed an embargo on the importation of guns until their house is put in order.
Importation of guns should be strictly limited to for hunting purposes. We shouldn't allow guns that are lethal to human beings to be imported into this country. And I think the laws that we're going to make, we need to factor that. Other than the established state institution, that is the armed and security forces, other than them, no one should be allowed to import guns into this country.
Representative for Talinding Fatoumata K. Jawara said the license issued to GAJ does not stipulate the specification and quality of the arms, which in her view could be abused.